In this video, we are going to do a gentle yoga practice that is suitable for people who are working on pelvic floor relaxation. Now, this is an active practice, not a passive practice, but it's practiced with a reverse kegel versus a strong activation. Welcome to the Flower Empowered. So for this video, we are going to begin sitting down. So taking yourself down to the floor, we're going to bring the legs so that they are hip distance apart in front. We're sitting squarely on the sitting bones. Just bring the hands around the legs. And we're going to inhale here. And as we inhale, allow the pelvic floor to relax. And exhale. Just continuing with relaxation, but inhale as though you're bringing the energy down into the pelvic floor, and exhale, relax. Now we're going to go for a twist, so you can just take the feet together, take the knees together, just bring the arm across the front of the legs. You're going to take your hand behind your back. You're going to inhale to lengthen your spine and exhale to twist. Now as you're twisting, keep the two knees together, keep lengthening on the inhale, twisting on the exhale, and relax the pelvic floor with each inhalation. So inhaling to lengthen the spine, exhaling to twist. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale to twist. Then coming back around to the center for a moment, we're going to come to the opposite side. So you take the arm across the body, you bring the hand behind the back, you inhale, lengthen your spine, exhale, twist. Now keep the two knees together. So you don't want to slide one knee forward, just keep the knees together. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Twist is coming from the rib cage. Then bring the head back to the front. Bring the arms back to the front. Now we're going to bring the right leg out. We're going to flex the right foot, pull the quad in a little towards the body. We're going to take the arm around the leg, or if comfortable, you can bring the outside of your arm onto the leg. Just bring the hand up, take the hand behind the back, inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist, and keep that front foot flexed throughout this motion. So inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. And then come back around to the head with the front with the head, then bring the hand around. And we're going to take that knee up and we're going to do the opposite leg. So again, flex the foot, we're keeping an active leg. You can either twist to here, or if possible, you can bring your arm onto the back of the leg. Now if you do this, make sure your knee isn't falling in. You want to keep it where it was. So inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Then bring the head around to the front, bring the body around to the front, and we're going to release that leg. Now, we're going to take the feet, just cross them over, and we're going to come forward. So we're going to come to an all fours position. You're going to turn out your toes and just sit your bum down onto your heels. Bring your hands forward a little, rest the head down onto the floor. Just take an inhalation here, and as you inhale, allow the pelvic floor to expand. And exhale, relaxing the pelvic floor. Inhaling, allowing the pelvic floor to expand, and exhaling, allowing it to relax. Inhale, allow it to expand, so as though the breath is going to the pelvic floor. And exhale, continue with the relaxation. Then gently lifting up the head. We're going to walk the hands in, and we're going to go for a downward facing dog. So keep the toes where they are. Keep the hands planted so that the shoulder is over the elbow, is over the wrists. Your hands are shoulder distance apart. Fingers are spread nice and wide. We lift up the knees first. We press into the hands, into the front part of the hands, to get the stomach first onto the legs. And then we're going to just walk out our little dog. So just one leg at a time. And with each inhalation, continue to relax your pelvic floor. So working on reverse kegels here, allowing the in-breath to expand the pelvic floor. You want a nice long spine here. You want to imagine that you're turning your sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. And then we're going to find a little bit of stillness.
So bringing both feet down. Now, if you want to keep a long straight spine here. If your heels don't come to the floor, that's okay. You can just keep a little bend in your knees so that you can have a long spine. You don't want to round your back to get your heels to the floor. You want to keep the back long, and then if the heels come to the floor, it's with a long straight spine with the sitting bones turning up towards the ceiling. Then look forward between the hands. We're going to walk forward just a little. And then once your feet are almost all the way forward, you're just going to relax the pelvic floor. Just allow the weight to come forward a little bit. So you're kind of balancing the weight evenly between your hands and your feet. And just breathe here. So as you inhale, relax your pelvic floor. As you exhale, relax it even more. Inhaling, feel the breath expanding the pelvic floor. Exhaling, relaxing. Then we're just going to take the feet a little bit wider than hip distance. You can have the toes pointing out a little. Just drop down the hips.
We're going to come up into a yoga squat. So if you have troubles with your squat, you can of course put a little like a rolled up quilt maybe, or a towel underneath your heels if your heels don't naturally come to the floor. But you want to find a position where you can take this in a relaxed way. And then as you inhale, allow the pelvic floor to contract. So we're just working a little bit here, just allowing the expansion of the pelvic floor and relaxing with each exhale. So each inhale, imagine the expansion. Feel the reverse kegel. So the breath goes to the pelvic floor, but not bearing down, just allowing it to expand naturally. And exhaling, allowing it to relax. Then you're going to sit your backside down. You're going to take your legs so that you're in a straddle. And in the straddle, we're going to come forward. Now, you want to come forward with a long spine. Just imagine that you've got a string that is pulling your heart up the waist. So don't round down. You want to stay open as you come forward. And then you can reach for your feet or your legs, whatever is comfortable. You can bring your hands if you want to onto the ground in front of you. And as you're doing this, I want you to imagine almost as though you could tilt your pelvis a little bit when you're coming forward. And you might feel a little bit of tension on the adductors. You may feel it on the hamstrings. Keep the feet flexed. Remember, this is active, unlike the passive stretches that we've been doing in the other videos. Beautiful. And then we're going to come up. We're going to, again, cross the legs. We're going to bring the hands onto the floor. Come to all fours. From the all fours, turn out your toes. So again, we're going to just sit down here for a moment onto the heels. Take an inhalation. Feel the expansion in the pelvic floor. And exhale. Inhale, expanding your pelvic floor. And exhale. One more time. We inhale, expanding the floor. And exhale. Then lifting up the head. We're going to come up to downward facing dog, then walk the feet forward and keep walking forward until your hands are between your feet. We're going to release the hands, bend the knees a little, interlock the hands behind the back, and then bow the head down, reaching the arms forward as you straighten the legs. Release the hands. We're going to sweep all the way up. Take a little back bend here, sending the hips forward, and then relax. And we're going to then come into the center of the mat. So we want to go now for a little bit of a lateral stretch. Now, when we do the lateral stretch, we want, if we're bringing the arms to the right, we want the hips to go to the left. So you really want, if you imagine the feet are your base of support, you want your hips to move away. So you want to lengthen all of the tissues on the side of your body. So if we are reaching over to the left, we want the right side of the body to stretch. We want the hips to move in that direction, and we want a little bit of balance. So inhale the arms up. And when you do this, I want you to try to lift the arms up, like lift the shoulders out of the shoulder blades. Try to squeeze your ears with your arms, and then you can gaze up just a little, and then start to reach. And as you reach, send the hips over. So you want to move the side of your body and try to counterbalance using your hands. So as you're reaching with your fingers away from your body, you're sending your hips, and keep breathing and lift the rib cage away from the hips as you do this. Inhaling to reach, exhaling, go a little deeper and come back to the center. Again, we're going to reach up, squeeze the ears with the arms, and then we're going to send the hips over to the other side. So each inhalation, lift the rib cage away from the hips. Each exhalation, try to send everything a little deeper and keep reaching with the fingers. You don't want soft bent elbows, you want straight arms, you want to be reaching. Inhale, lift the rib cage away from the hips. Exhale, go a little deeper and come back into the center. This is quite intense. Now, we're going to bring the hands onto the back of the head. I'll just turn sideways so that you can see this. We're going to inhale and exhale, chin to chest. Inhale and exhale, bring your elbows towards your belly button. Inhale and exhale, bring your elbows towards your groin. Inhale and exhale, curl yourself all the way forward, nice tight little ball. And then release everything, send the hips forward, send the arms back, reaching the chest up towards the ceiling. And exhale. Let's give everything a little shake. We're going to come back down to the floor. We're coming down the easy way. Remember, this is just a little gentle practice. So when we come down, we're just going to do a little twist from one side and then the other. And then we're going to take our final resting position. I just need to move my little microphone. Okay. So from here, you're going to just hug your knees in towards your chest. And then we're going to take the hips slightly over to the left side. Drop the knees over to the right and take your gaze over to the left. And you want to just relax in this position. And as you're relaxing in this position, I want you to notice how it feels in your pelvic floor. With each inhalation, I want you to send softness into your pelvic floor. With each exhalation, relaxing a little deeper. Inhaling all the way down into the pelvic floor and exhaling to relax a little deeper. Try to not use energy in the hands or in the feet. Just allow yourself to be really soft here. Bring the head back to the center. Take the legs back into the center. Find the midpoint. Just give yourself a little hug. And then we're going to do the same on the opposite side. So taking the legs over to the opposite side, opening, keeping the shoulders on the floor, and just allowing yourself to relax here. Take an inhalation. Feel the pelvic floor expand, and exhalation. Now in this twist, there is a change in the relationship between the diaphragm and the pelvic floor. And you'll notice this when you're inhaling and exhaling. It's not quite the same type of balanced pressure that comes to the pelvic floor, but you should still feel some level of expansion as you're inhaling and exhaling. But allowing yourself to be very relaxed here, releasing any tension if you're gripping with the hand. Just allow yourself to be soft. And bringing the head back to the center, taking the arms down, taking the legs back. Give yourself a little hug. And then we're going to go for our happy baby. So flexing the feet. I feel like I'm going to break my microphone. So try to keep your sacrum down on the floor. And you can just move a little from side to side here. And from here, you can release the right leg. Just try to squeeze the knee into the left underarm. And as you're doing this, you're reaching away with the right or with the left toe. So this is also giving a little bit of a stretch. Then swapping sides. So reaching the opposite leg away. So nice active toes. Trying to bring the knee under the shoulder. And then release both legs and take a savasana. So a final rest. You can adjust your shoulders a little. Just let your hips be a little soft and find that final resting position. And you can stay in your final resting position for 5 minutes, maybe 10. It was a short practice, so we tend not to hold a very long savasana after a short practice. So now that you have done this little practice, try it to see how it feels. If there's any pose through the practice that aggravates your pelvic floor, if you have hypertonicity and if any of those poses make you feel, ooh, that's a little bit much, then just skip that pose. And it's really nice to practice the relaxation exercises after doing this type of practice. So this is a little bit of an active practice, but with a pelvic floor relaxation focus. So give it a try. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. And remember to talk about pelvic floor dysfunction. If we can talk about these things, then people don't need to suffer in silence. Together, we can and will make a difference.